Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is ECW. It's the show of the week and it is the final show where Seth Rollins is going to be the second longest reigning champion of all time. That's right, when we're here next week for ECW, when we are here to celebrate another episode of ECW, we will be celebrating the fact that Seth Rollins will be on day 393. The longest reign in the history of this universe, and he eclipsed Jay White in order to pull that off. It was a very entertaining evening at Anarchy Rules, there's no doubt about it. What a few matches we had, and you see right there the main event is actually a rematch from Anarchy Rules. The Minoru Suzuki Open Challenge backfired in many ways. When Braun Strowman came out, Suzuki played him and was able to win by countout. However, here tonight, I want this to go all the way. I want this to be full-fledged insanity, and that's exactly what we're going to get. In the main event this evening, Suzuki and Strowman, falls count anyway. It is going to be an incredible night of action. We have got 5 great matches on its way, and I will get into bits and pieces regarding the finale of this universe at No Way Out. Of course, we already know that Naito will face Rollins for the ECW Championship. However, there may still be some other patches to sort out. That will all be to come, but we're going to start things off here tonight by talking about a very serious talking point coming out of Anarchy Rules. And that was this man's return. Mustafa Ali jeopardizing the match, attacking both men, laying them out, meaning that Hiromu Takahashi is still the Cruiserweight Champion. But why did Mustafa Ali do it, is the question. And the answer is about to be right in front of us. And here he is, Ali, heading towards the ring. First time we've seen him in an ECW ring since just before SummerSlam. It was quite the return, to be fair, quite the emphatic return made by him. But the big question, of course, is why did he do it? Why would he go to such a length? What caused him to, what caused him to do such a thing? And the answer, of course, is coming up right this very second. Ali explaining his actions right away, saying that he is frustrated. He is frustrated at everything that happened at SummerSlam. He hates Zack Sabre Jr., and he realizes that Cruiserweight Championship should be his right now, and it isn't. So in that very same breath, he has problems with Takahashi. Was Mustafa Ali screwed over by the British Empire? Yes. Was Mustafa Ali hurting because of what Drew McIntyre did? Yes. Is he going to let that stop him from being Cruiserweight Champion? No. Ali has said about how he doesn't want to be second best. Well, now he wants that Cruiserweight Championship that was taken away from him back at SummerSlam. And then a final message there, Ali, towards myself, the general manager of ECW, saying that whenever you decide that title is on the line next, you need to put Ali in it. He was screwed out of the chance. He was screwed out of the obvious chance he had to be Cruiserweight Champion. But this time, there's going to be no screwing around. Ali's going in, and he's going to be Cruiserweight Champion. No one is stopping him. Fighting talk from Mustafa Ali explains his actions. This guy is desperate to be Cruiserweight Champion now. And I kind of feel for him because of what happened at SummerSlam. If he wants, to show his fighting talk with his fighting actions, that's more than alright. Ali certainly leaving an impact on the Cruiserweight division. Well, that is how we'll kick off ECW in terms of action from what people have to say. Now we have action to kick off in terms of in-ring between 2 incredible athletes. It's going to be Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe here tonight to start us off on ECW. What about this is going to be between these 2 guys. Kurt Angle, who, I can't remember the last time we actually saw Angle on this show. I think it was probably a little bit before SummerSlam. The show is so stacked it is tough to break through, to be fair, and make the most and make an opportunity for yourself. And Don't mean to be offensive or anything, but that's just how it goes on this brand. It's a tough brand to break into, and it's an even tougher brand to stay on. But nevertheless, that is what Kurt Angle's job is here tonight, to try and prove that he is going to stay on ECW. He's going to put on a tough match here tonight against Samoa Joe. This is going to be a very, very entertaining matchup, no doubt about it. Joe in high spirits following his victory at Anarchy Rules over Rusev, forcing him to tap out in that high angle Boston Crab. Lovely move to see when he executed it. Rusev tapped out, Joe won. And the question is, of course, where does Joe go from here? What is next for the Samoan Submission Machine? Where does Samoa Joe find himself? I don't know the answer to that one, even though I'm the general manager. We have, what? Still about 4 or 5 weeks until the finale at No Way Out on October 7th. I think it is about 5 ECWs, including this one, so I'm not really too panicky right now about getting things sorted out. The truth is, I'll be honest, I'm fine with taking this show relatively easily. I'm fine with just chilling out for this show and just watching some in-ring action, and that is basically what's happening. We have one champion in action here tonight. Yeah, we have that big main event, but, it's like... It's not like we're going all out on our matches here tonight. It's not like I'm desperate to get Rollins and Naito in the same ring as each other, or try and find a number one contender for the television championship. We're just taking things... precariously, cautiously. That's the word I was looking for. On this first ECW following Anarchy rules, and the last ECW, of course, where Seth Rollins doesn't have the record as the longest reigning champion of all time. Here we go, though. Angle and Joe going to start things off. You're in ECW. Good night of action on its way for you. Shake of the hand as well, which is very respectful to see between these two athletes. And here we go now. Colin Evo tie up. These two guys most certainly had bad blood with each other in the past in this universe. Good Angle. One of the... definitely in the talk as one of the greatest talents in this universe to never have lifted the World Championship. Big question is, of course, has Angle passed his peak in order to win that title? Is it no longer Kurt Angle's time? Has time passed him by in terms of being champion? Samoa Joe, a 2-time world champion, I want to say. No, 3-time. No, 2 or 3-time world champion. I'm going to go with 2 as a guess. Former... WWE and World Heavyweight Champion, if my memory is correct. And Samoa Joe right now looking to try and get himself back up towards that title picture. Maybe heading into the new series, because Rollins versus Naito is sealed in for No Way Out. It was confirmed when Rollins Rollins beat Jay White and Tetsuya Naito defeated Kyle O'Reilly to become the number one contender. Great strength from Samoa Joe off the start here on Kurt Angle. From behind on him now. Angle not going to let that happen though. Not going to let that hold him down. Look at the strength of Angle. German suplex, and he just stood there. As the 270, 80 pounder of Samoa Joe just flew over his head. Incredible there. Angle looking for the slam. Not going to pan out the way he wants it to, though. Joe in with a counter. And Joe in with a senton splash to go with it. Just sit back, relax, and get ready for a great night of wrestling here. That is what ECW is going to bring to you. Including that hectic main event later on this evening. Falls count anyway between Suzuki and Strowman. Man, that's going to be insane. Good start so far, though, from both these guys. Angle in there. Nice shoulder tackle. And he's going to use his strength. Belly to belly to Samoa Joe. Greatly done there from Angle. And now here comes... No, I think he was looking for the trio of German suplexes. Joe counted it. Joe really counted it. Samoa Joe. Coquina clutch. Coquina clutch on Angle. Middle of the ring. It may very well be nowhere for Kurt Angle to go, but he's going to try and force his way out of this one, and he does so. Very well done indeed there from Kurt Angle, forcing his way out of that hold. And he's fighting back now against Joe. DDT there. Man, these two guys know each other so well. Has to be said that they know the counters to one another. They know how to work around one another. Joe slips his way out of that chin lock, though. Sweeps the leg away from Kurt Angle as well. That was great timing from Joe to pull off a move like that. And, oh, well, you don't need timing to pull off a move like that. That's for certain. Kurt Angle, oh, he's in more trouble here. Samoa Joe going to go again in with another buckle bomb in this matchup. Ooh. Rough landing there for Kurt Angle, but great counter by him as well. Look at the strength of him now. Holding him in, slamming him into the turnbuckle and throwing him off there as well. Definitely a very, very impressive start from both men. Joe certainly has had the better of the two, though. Kurt Angle got the leg now on the knee brace, no less, that Samoa Joe has underneath that pad there, as you can just faintly make out. Or over the knee pad, maybe. Kurt Angle. Oh, just launching himself at Samoa Joe there. Belly to belly incoming, and he got it as well. Joe starting to not look too fresh right now. And Samoa Joe rolling out of the ring there, probably in his best interest. Try and create a brief bit of separation. Try and make sure that there's some breathing room to work with. Oh, but Kurt Angle giving him none of that. In with a flying forearm there. Let's see what'll happen now. Angle stopped. Forearm in the face by Joe, who sends him into the barricade now, and this is going to hurt even more. Crowd better watch out as Angle's dumped on the barricade, and then kicked in the side of the head by Samoa Joe. A competitive opener, there's no doubt about it, between these two guys. All about competition. And Samoa Joe, all about really proving victory as well. He's calling Angle up to his feet here. Joe is going to fly. Leg drop from the top rope. Covers him here. Will this do it? No. Kick out. Well, he tried to put away Kurt Angle. He didn't get the way that he wanted. Angle may very well be on a on borrowed time here. He might not have much left in the tank, and Samoa Joe most certainly does, because there's the elbow, there's the corner enziguri to go with it, but Joe drops to one knee. Does he have it in it to keep fighting here? If Kurt Angle could just find a little something in him, he might be right back in it, and here it comes. Capture suplex from Angle. Covers Joe after it. Wow, just shrugs him off and kicks out right away. He's punching the side of the head there though, but Joe able to evade it there. Backs up a little bit now. This is with a kick in the gut, and that is Angle's opening. Angle in, German suplex. Thought he might have been planning a trio there. Kurt Angle deciding against it. Kurt Angle going to look for something else though. Another big move. Angle up on that top rope. Moonsault by Angle. And he covers Joe after it as well for victory here, but Joe kicks out right away. Now the big question is for Kurt Angle. Ankle lock, angle slam. Which one do you go for? Which one do you think is going to secure victory in this one? High octane opener between these two guys, but how will it end? Angle. Oh, look at the strength of him. Now the Olympic wrestling machine is starting to take hold. And Angle lining himself up. There's the no, I thought he was going for the ankle lock there, but he's certainly working over the knee for a moment. Lifts him up now. Joe evades him. Joe gets countered by Angle. Great stuff here. Angle, Saito suplex there. What else have we got though to witness? Angle. German suplex. Got him. Oh, Angle's hanging on. Angle's hanging on. A trio. 3 German suplexes from Kurt Angle to Samoa Joe. But look at how Joe is still forcing himself up to his feet here. Angle, I don't think was anticipating it at all, but is able to work with it. Backbreaker there. And is this it? Is this where Angle wins? Is this where Angle can eclipse Samoa Joe here? He has him in position. Look for the Angle slam, but denied. Samoa Joe now has him in. And he'll raise his trio of Germans for a trio of his own. German, Dragon, Straight Jacket to end it. But that won't end the match. As a matter of fact, I think the next thing's going to end this match. Kurt Angle sent into the turnbuckle. Nowhere to go but down. Muscle buster by Joe. And there is the impact of it. Kurt Angle put in one hell of a fight, but Samoa Joe is just on a roll right now. That should end it. Cover by Joe. 1, 2, and Angle kicks out at 2. My, what an opening match we've got on our hands here. Joe would have wished that was the end. In all fairness, it looked like Joe did think it was the end as well. And Angle just being sent on his way now. launched into that turnbuckle, and this is going to be where Joe looks to end it. Coquina clutch applied for the second time. Angle isn't one to want to tap out. Angle doesn't like tapping out, but he has no choice. It was tap out or pass out. And he tapped out. Kurt Angle submits. Samoa Joe, your winner, in a very thrilling opening match here on ECW. Joe with, what, 4 wins in a row under his belt right now. There is no doubt in my mind, after witnessing this, that Samoa Joe got himself in the talking points for a title opportunity, especially with a performance like that. Gotta give Angle credit, though. He hung in there, and he really tried his own to go with it. Great win, though, for Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle going to be disappointed, wishing he could have done better there. Great opener, though. Can't ignore that. What an opening match that one was. Good stuff to kick things off in this episode of ECW. Let's see how the next contest of the evening goes, and what a thrilling match this one should be as well. Aleister Black against Sami Zayn. Alright. Well, one opening match. Let's try another one out. I don't know why I said opening. I meant entertaining. My bad. Let's see how this one goes, though, to go with it. Aleister Black and Sami Zayn, 2 men who were in the 6-man battle royal to determine the #1 contender to the ECW Championship a few weeks back. If I remember rightly, I think Zayn went out first. Maybe at the hands of Aleister Black. I'm actually not 100% certain on that one. Regardless, of course, neither of them won it. But here tonight, they're gonna be competing one-on-one. And there's not that much more I can say about it. Just a match, really. As are, to be fair, pretty much everything bar the main event. Just matches. So let's see what happens here tonight with this one. Aleister Black ready to go here, the 2-time television champion. Loaded up, ready to go. What I can only imagine will be an entertaining match against Sami Zayn here. This is what ECW brings, though. You think about it, we have some great storylines, we have some great tension in the matches, we have that great animosity that makes you want to keep on coming back week in and week out. But what we also have is, when it all just boils down to it, we just have great wrestling to go with it, and we have great wrestlers on this brand. Joe, Angle, Black, Zayn, Naito, O'Reilly, Omega, Jay White, and of course, there's no one greater than Seth Rollins. So, nevertheless, let's see what will happen in this match here tonight between these 2 guys. It's been a little while since they were around anything to do with titles. Aleister Black was back as was back up at just after WrestleMania with his rematch against Tetsuya Naito. So that was about 4 months ago now, I would say. Maybe just under 4 months ago. Just over 4 months ago, I meant. But now here tonight, how does he compete against Sami Zayn? A guy who, much like Black, has been away from a title for a very long time. When was the last time Zayn had a shot at a title? God, it might even be as far back as last year in July against Bobby Fish, I think it was. Nevertheless, Sami Zayn looking to head into this matchup with a head full of steam. He's ready to go. He's ready to compete. Can he make it happen, though? Can he make that happen? Can he make it a win for himself here tonight? Can he get what he wants? Came over in the draft. He had a few opportunities here and there, but he hasn't really excelled at anything. And I think if he got the win here tonight, it would be great for Rollins. I mean, it's always great for Rollins because he wakes up, he realizes he's Seth Rollins, and then the rest of his day is sorted. Nevertheless, what I was going to say was it would be great for Zayn to pick up a win like this. But nevertheless, let's see what will happen here with these 2 guys going at it. The ECW Championship could be locked up, but you know, there's always a chance to get yourself added into the match by picking up enough wins and then even beating the #1 contender. And of course, the ECW Television Championship is still as open as you'd like, given the fact that Seth Rollins doesn't have a contender for that one yet. No surprise, though. He's only just a few days, less than a week off of defeating Sami Callihan to retain that title. Aleister Black on the early going here. Oh my God. What a kick in the face as Aleister Black takes lead here early on. Not looking good for Sami Zayn right now. Getting assaulted off the bat here by Aleister Black. What is Black going to do now? Brainbuster maybe? Yes, indeed it is. Ooh, things aren't looking good for Zayn at all in the opening stages of this matchup here. Former world champion. Better turn things around pretty quickly. Otherwise, he's going to find himself in for a long evening here. Let's see what else will happen. Irish whip off the ropes now. Goes Sami Zayn. Dodges the double foot stomp attempt. And gets in a backbreaker. So finally time for Zayn to turn things around a little bit here. Maybe so. Nope, not yet. Black deciding, I want control for a little bit longer with hard elbows into the side of the head over and over again. Impact in those elbows certainly going to leave. They're certainly going to leave something on the head. And oh, so too will that knee to go with it. My goodness. I know Sami Zayn's resilient, but he needs to get in some offense as well if he wants to stand a chance of winning this match. He's getting destroyed right now as this match goes outside of the ring here. I know Aleister Black is a member of the Wyatt family, but for the most part he does things by himself. For the most part he does things without the surveillance of Sister Abigail and Bray Wyatt to go with it. But oh, what a combination of strikes there. Big time knee in the back to go with it by Aleister Black, who maintained control on the outside there and returns to the ring. Still healthily in control here over Sami Zayn. I thought this was going to be a very entertaining match for the most part. This has been a blowout by Aleister Black, who's in with a double foot stomp on Zayn. And there's a very high probability that he is one move away from ending this whole thing. Zayn countering, but he needs to do something right away or he's done for. Zayn from behind. German suplex. Now he needs to keep up the offense though, and he's getting fired up. Zayn starting maybe to recuperate. Yeah. DDT by Zayn, but does he have anything left to go? Does he have moves to follow up with after that? Sami Zayn, maybe he does. There's a lariat. There's another one. Sami Zayn ducks the attempted lariat. Pop-up drop kick there. Signature Sami Zayn as he starts to get fired up. And the crowd in Green Bay willing him on to go with it. Can Zayn capitalize right now? Aleister Black down and in trouble. Sami Zayn right in. Blue Thunder Bomb. Doesn't go for the cover though. I think I know why Zayn was looking to send him to the turnbuckle. That got stuffed. Oh no. Oh no. Zayn's going to be in for an impact back suplex on the apron. On the hardest part of the ring to go with it. And now Aleister Black, as these two guys return to the outside, has just retaken control. Let's see what he's going to do now. Lifts him up here. Is he going to kick him in the face again? Oh, yes, he is. Oh. Referee's count up to 5 now, but Zayn still refusing to give in here as the fight continues on the outside now. Took Zayn a little bit to get the cogs moving, to get those gears turning, but something may have happened here for Zayn. But is it too little, too late? I don't know. Aleister Black, I thought at one point would be just one move away, but he wasn't. What is Zayn going to do here? Zayn going to go Koji Clutch. Koji Clutch from Sami Zayn. An old move from Zayn. He's going to try and use you to make Aleister Black tap out. Not going to happen. Elbow in the side of the head from Aleister Black. He jumps in for a quick cover here, thinking that elbow could wear down Zayn. Zayn kicks out, and he's getting up to his feet slowly here. Stopped by Aleister Black, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Black is going to help him up to his feet, but he's going to help him right back down. Black Mass. And a cover. 1, 2, 3. Aleister Black wins this one between these two guys. Was that really ever in doubt, though, is the question. Aleister Black did seem to have that match under lock and key from the very start. Zayn tried to fight back, but didn't really look that promising for him. Did it for the majority of the matchup, and then, well, final nail in the coffin came courtesy of Black Mass. I said the Black was just one move away from victory, and he showed it. Black Mass came in. Sami Zayn went out. Victory for Aleister Black there. Where does that mean for him going forward? Same question as I could say for Joe. Maybe a title, maybe not. Title shot, rather. He ain't getting a title, Seth Rollins. Nevertheless, that is victory 2. Two good matches to start things off on this evening. Let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3. Coming up next, it's going to be competitive, but it's going to be interesting. Austin Aries against Buddy Murphy. Alright, well, just keep this night's action raining on. Then Aries against Buddy Murphy. Austin Aries, another guy just like kind of Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe, really, you know, some of the, well, basically like nearly everyone we've seen in action here tonight. Great athlete, but tough to make a name for yourself on a roster that is filled with other great athletes. Austin Aries, of course, still holds the record, I believe, for the most championships held in this universe, clocking in at 9, and a Royal Rumble win to go with it. So certainly, there's no doubt about it. Austin Aries is a very talented athlete, and he deserves all the success that he has ever had. I gotta remember if I got everything right regarding his things. 3 world titles, 2 intercontinental titles, an ECW television championship? No, I don't think so. I feel like it wasn't an ECW television championship, so ignore me there. I don't actually remember. Tag team title, 2 cruiserweight titles, Royal Rumble, there's no title, so maybe there was a TV title reign that I'm forgetting. Does it matter though? Not really. Austin Aries still has a great number of titles under his name. That's what matters most. He is a Grand Slam champion, there is no doubt about it. I feel like he was ECW television champion though, I might just be going mental. Either way, Austin Aries ready for this matchup here against Buddy Murphy. Going to be a competitive match between 2 guys who are looking to excel, who are looking to make the most of this opportunity and to run with it. There's no doubt about that. Here is that man. What can Buddy Murphy do, though, with a grand opportunity put in front of him? Last time we saw Murphy in action, there was another grand opportunity being put in front of him, in fact. It was a chance to be the #1 contender to the ECW Television Championship. However, that didn't go his way. He ended up being pinned in that match by the #1 contender, of course, who went on to lose in Sami Callihan. But regardless, it showed that Murphy can make the most of those opportunities, but now he's got to prove it again back in the Cruiserweight division against Austin Aries. We already heard, of course, at the start of this evening about the Cruiserweight division from none other than Mustafa Ali himself, who wanted to make sure that everyone knew what his plans were and how he wants in on this whole thing in the Cruiserweight division, how he wants in on Sabre Jr. and Takahashi's issues. He believes he deserves in, and he's not going to stop until he gets that right for him. Buddy Murphy, though, well, the winner of this match, in reality, could try and add themselves to it. There is a strong chance. We'll find out, though, in just a moment. Here we go. Aries and Murphy. Bell rings. We're underway. Collar and elbow tie-up between the two. Murphy, of course, one of the bulkiest cruiserweights in the division. Struggles to keep him... Well, doesn't struggle, but makes sure to keep himself on the limit. Some weeks 205, some weeks 204. Other weeks can't compete because he's at 207. Murphy, though, does his best to make sure that he's always the largest cruiserweight in the division. He's up there with Trevor Lee, I would say, in terms of bulk in this division. Nice counter there, though. Spinning kick in the gut, and he's got great speed to go with him as well. Has the former World Tag Team Champion. Here comes his strength now. Belly to belly by Murphy, and he's feeling pretty confident about himself in the early goings here. In trouble is Austin Aries. Irish whip off the ropes, duck under there. Collision between the two. I think just a little bit too slow there from Murphy, and that cost him. Forearm in the face. Stuffed. Aries now. Lovely neck breaker, has to be said, by the 2-time Cruiserweight champion. See what else we're going to see right now. Going to bring him in for something there. Buddy Murphy in with a reversal. Going to throw Austin Aries into the turnbuckle to go with it. What could we see now? Murphy quite a ways away. Aries staying on the floor. Diving fish drop there. Cover after it made by Murphy. Only going to get a 1 count, though. Buddy Murphy locking in a chin lock right now on Aries, but Aries such a good technical wrestler that you can't keep him in that hold. He's always able to find a way to slip out of it, it seems. Just too quick right now for Buddy Murphy, but Murphy returning the favor there by being too quick in that moment. For Austin Aries, Murphy going to take himself up high here. Is it going to pan out the way he wants it to? Oh, yes, it will. Knee in the chest there. From up high was Austin Aries. Devastating move, but Aries able to fight back almost right away. Chop right there. Stuffed though. Murphy in with a counter. Spinning kick in the gut. Got him with a nice shot as well on him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a fairly dangerous predicament to find yourself in. Aries though able to counter. Buddy Murphy gonna fly. Hurricanrana there from Austin Aries. Very nicely done indeed, but got to give credit to Murphy. He has had the lion's share of offense in this one. Fireman's carry, flapjack there by Buddy Murphy. Right on the apron now. I'm going to take a big run there up to the top rope. Aries starting to pull himself up to his feet. Sorry. Murphy waiting on the top rope. Drop kick down. Didn't get all of it though. Looked like he had a nasty landing. Think he might have come down on the boot of Austin Aries. But he'll pull himself up to his feet here. And now an STF. Yep, STF locked in here. Doesn't exactly have all of the face locked in. Locked the hands, but around the face of Aries, not the jaw. That does restrict breathing a little bit, though, so credit to him for that one. Aries, though, able to fight his way out of it. And uh-oh, he's able to bring Buddy Murphy into the turnbuckle now. Things might be not looking too fresh for Murphy here. Going to be sent off the ropes. Aries will come at him. Discus forearm in the face. And Aries is one move away from closing this out right now. Murphy tried, but in the end, Austin Aries just knows how to get the better of anyone else. Last chance to reapply here on Buddy Murphy. Does Murphy have a way out of this? Can Murphy force his way out of this hold? The answer is no. Murphy submits. Austin Aries your winner in this one. Strong stuff from Murphy for the majority of the match, but in the end, one tiny slip-up is all it takes, and Austin Aries has a win over you. He is fine, and he is victorious, and he is happy about that as well. Austin Aries your winner here, but the night hasn't ended for the greatest man that ever lived. He wants a microphone now in his hand. And Aries has got his mic now that he wanted, and he's putting forward one simple message. He just beat a man who could have been a former #1 contender. Well, Aries wants a shot in that case. That man could have had a shot to the title and Aries beat him comfortably. He deserves a shot to the title. He doesn't care which title. Give him one. Or otherwise Aries will take it. A forceful message being sent there by the greatest man that ever lived. Austin Aries wants a title opportunity. It doesn't matter to him who it is or what the title is. Austin Aries wants it, and he is going to do everything in his power to get it. Well, another forceful message being sent here tonight on ECW. Certainly seems if everyone's doing their best to get the impact across here on this, what was supposed to be fairly relaxing night of ECW. To be fair, it has been compared to most ECWs, but certainly been a lot of talking points to close out this evening so far. Nevertheless, we move on to our next contest here. Another singles match, but it does have implications with the tag team division. It's going to be Roderick Strong going one-on-one here tonight against Johnny Gargano. Once again, DIY are the ECW Tag Team Champions. What a fight it was this past weekend, this past Sunday. And Anarchy rules for the ECW television, for the ECW Tag Team titles, my apologies. What a match that one was. Everything was put on the line between DIY and the British Empire. In the end, stereo submissions applied, and Drew McIntyre submitted to the Gargano escape to give DIY their second reign as ECW Tag Team Champions. And there they are, back around their waists. I said before the match this will probably be their final match between the British Empire and DIY. Coming out of it though, I'm not certain if what I said was true. Because there is very much so the case that there is still unfinished business between the two sides. Will that be the case or not? I'll let you know more sooner rather than later, I'll be honest. But I can't say right now that the entirety of the British Empire aren't here tonight. So there'll be no interference. There'll be no attacks from the British Empire. They aren't here. And so it's just going to be a great match between Roderick Strong and Johnny Gargano. DIY are beat up. They are hurt. They are feeling the effects of that Extreme Rules match that they were in. But on top of it all, they said they feel great. They feel great to be tag team champions again. To be back where they belong. And to be champions is a feeling that cannot be described by DIY. I haven't talked to them about a potential final match between them and the British Empire. We'll see about it, though, as time goes on. Right now, though, however, it is Roderick Strong and Johnny Gargano squaring off, so that's a pretty important thing to take note of there. Nice counter there from Gargano. Good counter back from Roddy, though. Has been a hammerlock. Good wrestling from the start here from these two guys. Puts him down in armbar position now. Apollo Crews at ringside, member of the Four Horsemen. Along with Roderick Strong, Rich Swann, and the still injured Chris Jericho. Not much that can be said about that, sadly. But that is the way that it goes. Hoping to see Jericho back in the ring sooner rather than later, in all honesty. But I don't know about injury reports right now. I think Jericho was let out of the hospital a little while back, but he's still recuperating in his house from the devastating kick in the head back about, what, 2 months ago now? Courtesy of Neville. Which, of course, led to Roderick Strong and Neville as well, a heatwave in a great match, but nevertheless, we'll gloss over the British Empire right now. We're focusing more on this match here. Great counters back and forth by these two men. Gotta say, Roderick Strong in there with the Olympic Slam. Covers Johnny Gargano here, hoping for an early win over one half of these WWE Tag Team Champions. Got a 2 count. A bit slow counting from the referee, we'll say, but sometimes it be like that. It be like that sometimes. Oh, what a super kick from Johnny Wrestling. Drilled him with it there, no doubt about it. Gargano in now. Spinning kick, slice breads over. Rolling cutter. Nicely done. Gargano probably going to be wishing that he could take this match a little easier than usual, given the fatigue that he's probably feeling following Anarchy rules. But Gargano did want to fight, and so I said I'd get him one. And that's exactly what he's got here. Fighting out of it, though, is Roderick Strong right now, in the leg there and in the gut to go with it. And over with a hip toss. Good stuff so far by either side. Kind of like the Samoa Joe Kurt Angle match that started off this evening. Both guys getting in strong offense. Shrugged off there. Fair play. And Roderick Strong in as well with an immediate Tiger Bomb. But Gargano not going to stay back and let him get another big move in there. Great counter by Gargano from behind now. Reverse Hurricanrana. Oh. A nasty impact there. Planted by that one. In the corner now is Roddy, and out to the corner he goes as well, courtesy of that uppercut. Gargano now up on the top. Double foot stomp in the chest. Flurry of moves there by Johnny Wrestling for the victory. Barely scrambled a 2 count. And again, this body lock returns where he grabs on the arm. See Apollo Crews kind of wincing about it on the outside as well, as he notices how painful it looks. Great stuff, though, from Roderick Strong as he gets himself out of this one once again. Sends him over the top. What has Roddy got in store for Johnny Gargano to go with what Gargano's been doing in this match? It is going to be this back suplex, facebuster by Roderick Strong. And one could end it here due to the pain they're feeling from Anarchy Rules. Roddy in. End of heartache from Roderick Strong. For victory over Johnny Wrestling 1. Wow. And that's what happens. That's what anger can do to you. That's how something like the British Empire can shape you. It can give you that never say die attitude that Johnny Gargano already had in spades. But it increases it ever further. Forearm now from Roderick Strong, though. But Johnny Gargano in big trouble. Over the top rope he goes. Meets him, though, with a good knee. Or a kick, rather. Drop kick back in the ring there. What else is Gargano going to do here now? He's taken Roderick Strong to the ropes. Here we go, slides under the legs there, nicely done. Hurricanrana to go with it. What a competitive match this has been from either side. Double foot stomp in the chest. Kick, nope. Caught, dragon screw. Gargano forcing himself right back up to his feet. There's that heart of Gargano that I talked about. Shining through right there. Drop kick in the back. Roddy Strong now turns him over. Is this going to be victory for Roderick Strong? We will find out. It is not right now. Kick out. Went for the drop kick. Countered there by Gargano, who turns around Roddy. Has him in. Full Nelson. Facebuster. Roderick Strong going to look. Could be in trouble here. Will he kick out in time? Yes, he will. But Gargano has him right where he wants him. Roderick Strong is in dead center, middle of the ring, in the worst place you could possibly want to be in, because you find yourself trapped in this. Gargano escape. Are we looking at a third submission on this evening? Yes, we are. Roderick Strong taps out. Gargano victorious. DIY right back where they left off. The ECW Tag Team Champions doing their very best from the start to show that there is no one who can take these titles away from them. And they want to do everything in their power to secure those belts for as long as they can again. The second reign for them now, but what does it entail? Is it another match with the British Empire on its way? Because it could very, very well be the case, in all honesty. That would be a topic for another day, though. Tonight is a more relaxed episode of ECW, and we saw it there in a very entertaining match. But in the end, DIY and Johnny Gargano, they're on top of the tag team business right now, has to be said. I wonder if anyone can stop them. Even though I don't want anyone to stop them, I'll be honest. Nevertheless, there'll be certainly no stopping the guys in the main event this evening. Batten down the hatches, get ready, and if you're in the crowd, get ready to run, because coming up next, oh boy, Minoru Suzuki, Braun Strowman, falls count anyway. I'm all the way up here in a commentary box in this arena, and I'll be honest, even I don't feel that safe. Nevertheless, let's do this. A rematch from Anarchy Rules. The match ended in a count-out win for Suzuki, but he certainly didn't get the chance to celebrate the win because Braun Strowman after the match ran right back in the ring and clattered him on the outside with a running power slam. However, what was incredible to witness, even after that power slam on the outside, within about 5 seconds after it, Suzuki was back up to his feet. And as we cut away, Suzuki was walking up the ramp. I think he wanted to continue the fight with Strowman, but thankfully security kept them concealed and there was no continuation of a fight between Suzuki and Strowman at Anarchy Rules, but there most certainly will be tonight in this main event. No countouts, no DQs, pinfalls, and submissions count anywhere in this building. We could be going backstage. We could be going up the crowds. We could be in this commentary box, which I dread to think, but we could be. We'll find out, though, in just a short while as Suzuki heads towards the ring. Yes, he got the win by countout, but that was the trickery. That was the trickery of the man with the worst personality in the world. Now we get to see the true side of both guys revealed. Their ever-loving desire to hurt each other, to hurt their opponents with whatever they can find. their ever-loving desire for weapons, their ever-loving desire for pain. Oh boy, this one's going to be fun. No doubt this one's going to be fun. But it's going to be dangerous. So, you know, prepare yourself for it. And the Green Bay crowd better prepare to not let down Minoru Suzuki to go with it as well. Will they let him down? Let's find out. No, they won't. Good. Now Minoru Suzuki, though, is in the zone. He's focused. He's ready. Oh, God. Why did I agree that this match would be a good idea? Why did I think? Oh, yeah, this is what I want to see. Two psychopaths tearing each other apart. That's just what I want to witness. Oh, well. At least I'm not the one in the ring. Here we go. Strowman versus Suzuki. Oh, boy. Is the main event. Strowman heading towards the ring. Look at the intense look upon his eyes. And Minoru Suzuki isn't waiting a second longer. He's running right for Strowman, and Strowman's walking down the ramp for him. Here we go. The match has started up on the ramp here in ECW. The main event of the evening has begun, and Strowman with one hell of a chop in the chest and throwing Suzuki as well to go with it. Oh my goodness. Things have fallen apart before they can even have time to begin. Let's see. Let's brace ourselves. Whatever the hell could happen at this one. Strowman sent a little there by Suzuki. He wants to head back down here towards the ring area. That I don't think they want to go in the ring at all. I think Suzuki just wants to be around the ring area because there's more things he can use to try and hurt Strowman. But the same applies to Suzuki. Oh, good God. This is dangerous. Double axe handle plants Suzuki down there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes nothing but full-blown strength. Deadlift, gut-wrench, suplex. The referee just standing way back and watching on right now. Strowman into the ring pole there. And Strowman, well, avoiding the ring pole that time in all fairness, but being sent across the backstage area, the ringside area here. Over towards the timekeeper's area now. Strowman gets unloaded upon there with strikes from Minoru Suzuki, who's going to take that steel chair there and now look to inflict damage onto Braun Strowman. Not happening. Steel chair right in your dome instead. And into the timekeeper's area, or at least the barricade by it. Suzuki will go and get clattered with a headbutt and get thrown back into the barricade. Suzuki, though, counters and sends him on his way. Oh my God, am I glad I don't sit there. Oh God! That just smacked Strowman in the leg and bounced into the crowd. Suzuki forearmed and hits face first under that table as well. Well, we needed to tear down the set in some way, so I'm glad they're doing it at the end of the evening rather than at the start. Braun Strowman now. Where is he taking Suzuki? Back to the barricade is where they're going. And he lifts him up now, and oh my goodness! Just slumped down on the barricade did Suzuki there in pain, but he kicks out right away. Oh my God, these guys are insane. These guys are completely insane. Suzuki now sending Braun Strowman to the ring pole, not once, but twice. Strowman's head clatters off the LED screen. Where's Suzuki going now? Oh no. Oh boy. Everyone step back. Everyone in the crowd, please step back. They're going in. Oh God. And here they go. They're fighting right away in the crowd. Strowman has Suzuki in his clutches right now. And there is an absolute barrage of weapons to be used. 2 tables. There's a sledgehammer, a bin, a kendo stick, a production crate. Why the hell do we have one of them over there? Suzuki grabs the kendo stick and oh my goodness. He gets it absolutely wailed into his ribs there by the monster among men who is lined up and ready to strike again. Suzuki returns the favor though. And this time, unlike Strowman, Suzuki will immediately keep swinging away. And Suzuki now goes for another steel chair to add to the mix here. Strowman in trouble. I don't think he's aware of what Suzuki has in his hand, or what Suzuki can do with a steel chair as he smashes it across. Oh my God, Strowman just got right back up to his feet. All right, yeah. I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried at all. Oh my God. He's going to dump him onto that concrete floor and that kendo stick with it. That could have ended it here. Strowman into the cover. There's 2. And Suzuki kicks out at 2 in this insane main event. Not once have these guys gone in the ring. Uh-oh. And I don't think they will either, because it's looking like Suzuki could be done for. Strowman has him in. Nope. No power slam for you. Suzuki sent him into the table. And he'll send him into the table again to go with it. What can Minoru Suzuki... Oh, Suzuki's trying to slam him here. That was not his smartest idea. Oh, and he might get a... Oh, Strowman wants to go somewhere else, apparently. Suzuki, though, not interested. Fighting his way out of it. This corner, with so much weaponry in it, is exactly where Minoru Suzuki wants to be, because he has a number of things to use at his disposal. Headbutt in the back there to Strowman. Referee running for his life there, hopping over the barricade just in case anything broke down. What are we going to see now? Suzuki able to keep Strowman in his clutches there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Suzuki with Strowman up. Powerbomb through the table by Minoru Suzuki to Braun Strowman. Will this end it? There's 2 and a powerful kick out from the monster among men. Says no, it will not end here. Back to the kendo stick we go now, and Suzuki unloading with it on Braun Strowman. And smashed him in the head with it to go with it. Oh, the damage has been done here at not even at ringside, in the crowd, into the production crate there. Went Braun Strowman, and now it's Suzuki's turn to go into it, and face first with it as well. Oh, jumped onto the concrete flooring, and there was a baseball bat around there, I think, that Suzuki smashed into as well. This has been an insane fight. Suzuki counters him. This has not been a match. This has just been a fight between these two guys. It's incredible to see. I mean, you know, anyone else of Suzuki's height might have just given in by now, but Minoru Suzuki is a madman. He is mental. He strives. He lives for fights like these with someone like Braun Strowman. Uh-oh. Oh, we're leaving the crowd, it seems. We might be taking a return back to the ringside area. Big uppercut there by Suzuki. Rattled Strowman, but so too did that punch from Strowman to Suzuki. Big knee in the gut as well. Stumbling here as Suzuki goes way over the barricade. And back at ringside we are now. God, there's so much that has gone on this matchup, and all of it has been scary. Suzuki trying to set Strowman up by the table there. That backfired on him. And face first into the announce table. You shall go. Lariat to follow with it as well. They haven't gone in the ring once yet. Uh-oh. 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 Here comes that side drop it. Powerbomb again. A way in which Suzuki's life just gets drained out of him from the impact. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Jesus. Gorilla press slam. Cover made after it. Suzuki kicks out right away. This guy's insane. This guy is genuinely insane. But so too is Strowman. These two are a perfect fit for one another. You could have these two guys fighting for weeks on end and they wouldn't get bored. Strowman. Reverse choke slam to Suzuki. Look at the impact. Suzuki with one arm lifted up. At face planting on the outside. Strowman in for the cover. Referee in for the count. There's 2. And Suzuki kicks out at 2. Oh my God. What? Just like what? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is dangerous. Does he have it in him? I think he wanted to put him through the table, but he just doesn't have the strength in him. Suzuki sends him into the ring pole instead, grabs a steel chair again, and starts to wail on the monster among men once more. Smashing the chair into him twice. Do they have much else left to break, aside from each other? Strowman sent into the barricade. Does Suzuki have some kind of big plan right now, or is he just looking for whatever can stick? Minoru Suzuki now, oh boy. Oh, I was wondering when they would be added to the mix. Didn't have to wait that much longer. Steel steps into the gut of Braun Strowman. And that's the first thing in this match outside of the referee that has entered the ring. Are those steel steps. Suzuki with another steel chair in hand. Misses Strowman though, and Strowman smacks it into his face. Oh good God, and dumps him onto the chair to go with it. Counter by Suzuki. And look at this now. Suzuki going in the ring. After all the fighting we've done outside of the ring, it might be in the ring where everything ends. Strowman though, kick in the gut. I was going to say stomp, but to be fair, that would be more appropriate. Did he catch the steps? He might well have done. Braun Strowman though, not finished quite yet, or maybe he thinks he is. He covers Suzuki now. There's one and nothing else. Kick out of one from Suzuki, and he's right back up to his feet on the outside as well. Oh, he made Braun Strowman make a mistake there. Strowman getting himself out of the ring, coming back in. Suzuki missed with the steps though, and pays for it now. Suplex, up and down. And that is one hell of an up to go through. Strowman throwing those steps down. Does he have a plan for them? Does he have another plan for them? Oh, he might not get to execute them. No way! Look at this! Gotch style pile driver! How do you do that? To a 400+ pounder? Ask Minoru Suzuki seems to be the answer. Will that do it? No. No, it won't. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This is insane. This match has been just insane. Forearm by Suzuki now. Oh, no. That may be one of the last moves he hits as his leg smashes into the steel steps. Cover by Strowman. Not going to get anything on Suzuki though. These two guys are still getting up to their feet almost right away after everything we've seen in this one. Oh, but we might not be seeing much more. Power slam from Strowman. I think that was on the steps as well, or at least a portion of it was. Oh, now Suzuki's head is just getting rung in here. Pushing him down, but what more can Strowman look for in this matchup? Oh, he's going to try and pass him out. He's going to try and make Suzuki pass out here. You know for a fact Suzuki will never tap out. He'd rather pass out. And even then, Suzuki ain't going to pass out. He fights his way out of it. Still, Strowman though with a clattering punch. And that dazed him. And that could well have dazed him enough to end it. Running power slam from Strowman. And after all the agony that their bodies have gone through, that should be the final blow. 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman wins this hectic and insane Falls Count Anywhere match. Strowman beat Suzuki, but how much damage did he do to his own body in order to secure that win? What a main event that was. That was for nothing, by the way. There was no title shot confirmed for the winner. They just did that just because they wanted to. And we certainly got rewarded with one hell of a main event. But oh my God, both men destroyed at the end of it. Braun Strowman, though, your winner come the end of it all. The monster among men set his sights on avenging what happened at Anarchy Rules, and he did it here tonight. And what a night to do it on. My goodness. What a night of action this has been on ECW, no doubt about it. Next week, though, it is the night to celebrate because Seth Rollins will have eclipsed Bobby Fish's reign and be the longest reigning champion in the history of this universe. Congratulations to Rollins early on that one. We'll see you next week anyway for ECW. That ends this episode of Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.